KCL and KVL, Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law? Have you heard about Kirchhoff's
No.
current? Okay. So we will talk about it later. In the meantime, let us do questions. It's okay. So all these are, this is 10 ohm, this is 20 ohm, and this is 30 ohm, and this is 20 ohm. This is 10 ohm, and this is 50 volt. Okay, let me call this as A, B, C, D. Find current through ABCD and potential drop across ABCD. Find current through A, B, C, and D. Also find potential drop. Also find potential drop. Okay, across each. Please find.
Sorry? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Books actually did not get asked us to give the books right now. Yeah, yeah. Okay, where is coming from, sir? Okay, sir. You come. Oh, 9, 4, 9, 5. Family is coming. Father, advance. And room of body, 200, 12. Yesterday, family. That is room of body. Huh? Oh, oh. Yes. Yeah. Okay. हेलो हाँ वो फैकल्टी रूम जरा बोलना प्लीज लास्ट वन नो सॉरी या
Okay, everyone, enough time given. Please pay attention. In this question, if you see, these three are in series. And if these three are in series, that means their resistance will be 60 because 10 plus 20 plus 30. So R1 I am calling it, and that is 60 ohm. And this is 20. So 60 and 20 are in parallel. So R2 means resistance of these two. Resistance of these two will be 60 into 20 R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. 60 plus 20. So that comes out to be 60 into 20 upon 80. Okay, 60 into 20 upon 80, and that becomes 60, and 2 is cancelling this 4 times. So 60 upon 4 is 15 ohms. Now this 15 ohm and this 10 ohm are in series. So R effective is equal to 15 plus 10 is equal to 25 ohm. R effective is 15 plus 10 is equal to 25 ohms. Alright. Now, when we have this 25 ohm, let us talk about how much will be the current through the battery. So current through the battery. Current through the battery. So I is equal to delta V upon R effective delta upon and that is 10 by 3 ampere. That is 10 by 3 ampere. So 10 by 3 ampere current is going from here. 10 by 3.
So
If
R
some,
effective will be 25, no?
just a second. Yes, yes.
So
I
it will be
took this.
2.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, wait. So this is 25 and 50 upon 25 is 2. So 2 ampere current is going from here. All right. So if 2 ampere is going from the battery, then 2 ampere will return back to the battery. Always remember the amount of current which goes through the battery, same amount of current returns back to the battery. And it is based on charge conservation because battery neither gives charge nor takes charge, it only rotates charge. Remember this. So 2 ampere is going. Now when it is reaching at this junction, so it has two options. One option is of 60 and one option is of 20. So what you can see, it is 60 is to 20. That means 3 is to 1. So if you divide this current into 4 parts, if you divide this current into 4 parts, so 4 part means what? 2 divided by 4 and that will be 0.5 each. Okay. So if it is 0.5 each, 3 part will be going from here because it will be in the inverse ratio. So 3 into 0.5 will be 1.5 ampere and 0.5 will be going from the upper one. Okay. So that is how current will be distributed. That is how current will be distributed from upper branch in which 10, 20, 30 are connected. 0.5 ampere will go, and from lower branch 1.5 ampere will go. So now VA, that means potential drop across A. So that will be IA into RA. RA. So IA is 0.5 and RA is 10. That will be 5 volt. Similarly, VB is equal to IB into RB and that will be 0.5 into 20. 0.5 into 20 and that will be 10 volt. Then comes VC. VC is equal to IC. So 0.5 into 30 and that will be 15 volt. That will be 15 volt, right? So 5 volt, 10 volt, 15 volt. Now let us talk about potential drop across D. So VD is equal to ID into RD. ID is how much? 1.5 into 20, and that comes out to be 30 volt. That comes out to be 30 volt. So that is the answer. Ananya is asking, sir, is there any difference in potential drop and potential difference? No, both are same. Potential drop and potential difference both are same. Potential difference across the resistance and potential drop across the resistance both have same meaning. Okay, so potential drop and potential difference both are same thing. Okay, any other doubt, any other question from anyone? If you have any doubt, do not hesitate and ask. If you have any doubt, do not hesitate and ask. All right. Next question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is the total potential like 50 volts, the 50 volt thing, and all these add up to the same thing? Because this is adding up to 60, right? So, like,
Yes. See, try to understand. The potential drop which is created by the battery or potential difference which is created by the battery is 50 volt. Okay. And that
yes,
50 volt will be dropped across various resistances. But when they are in parallel, then you simply don't count it the way you are doing it right now. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah. What you need to do is, what you can do, pay attention. What you can do is you can take any loop. For example, if you take this loop, okay, this is loop 1. And now if you check what is the potential drop across each. So upper 3 are 30, 5 plus 10 plus 15, correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
And if you see the lowermost 10 ohm, how much is potential drop across it? 10 into 220, right?
Yes, sir.
So how much it became total?
50.
50. Now do one thing. Now take this loop. Which loop? This loop. And see the potential drop, total potential drop.
30 and 20, again 50.
50. Understood? So
Yes,
this will be equal to the battery. Clear now?
yes, sir. Thank you.
Basically, I was using a word KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff voltage law says the same thing, that sum of total potential drop across all circuit elements in a closed loop, sum of total potential drop across all circuit elements in a closed loop is 0. So that's what Kirchhoff's voltage law says. Because in that case, what will happen? Across battery it is plus 50, and across all resistances, because it is drop, it will be minus 50. Are you getting it? We are using word potential drop, right?
Yes,
So that's how it is. We'll be talking about it later. We'll be talking about it later. Okay?
So,
Yes.
so if in this question the 10 ohm resistor next to the 50 volt battery, if
Hmm.
that would not be there, then the potential drop across all the rest of the resistors would be 50, right?
No, no, listen carefully. If that 10 ohm is not there, as you are saying, then potential drop across 20 ohm, this 20, and potential drop across this 10, 20, 30, both would have been 50, 50.
Yes, sir.
Both would have been 50, 50. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So basically, potential drop in that case across the upper branch and potential drop across the lower branch would have been the same, equal, and the value of that would have been 50 and 50. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question, anyone? Okay. Question. Find current through each resistance. Please keep your mic on mute. Find current through each resistance. Also find potential drop. Also find potential drop. Okay, that is the question. Okay, everyone, enough time given. Please pay attention. Please pay attention and see what I am doing. In an electrical circuit, we have talked in the last class that all points which are connected by a plain wire are at same potential. Okay. So what I am doing, I am assuming potential of this point as 0. I am assuming potential of this point as 0. So if this is 0, this will also be 0. This will also be 0. This will also be 0 and this will also be 0. Why it is 0? Because all these points are connected by a plain wire. All these points are connected by plain wire. So there is no resistance in between. So there is no potential drop at all between these points. Okay. Now, when we are going from negative terminal to positive terminal of battery. So when we are going from here to here there is battery connected, and how much is the potential of battery? It is 50 volt. So how much will be potential of this point? It will be 50 volt. Okay, so potential of this point will be 50 volt. So potential of this point will also be 50. Potential of this point will also be 50. This point will also be 50, and this point will also be 50. Okay, so basically what we are seeing, what we are realizing here, that V, or you can say delta V across 30 and delta V across 20 is equal to 50 volt, right? Now pay attention further. Suppose I1 is current through this, I2 is current through this, and I3 is current through this. Okay, so I1 is equal to delta V upon 30, because R1 is 30. So delta V is 50 upon 30, and that comes out to be 5 by 3 ampere. That comes out to be 5 by 3 ampere. Similarly, I2 will be delta V upon 20. Delta V is how much? 50 upon 20, so that will be 2.5 ampere. That will be 2.5 ampere. Now I3 is again delta V upon 10 plus 15 is 25. 10 plus 15, because total resistance of this path is 10 plus 15, because both are in series. All right, so that comes out to be 50 upon 25, and that comes out to be 2 ampere. Okay, now only thing which is left for us to solve is that how much is potential drop across 10 and how much is potential drop across 15. So delta V across 10 into R10. I10 is how much? 2 into R is how much? 10. So that comes out to be 2 into 10, 20 volt. Similarly, delta V across 15 is equal to I across 15, or I through 15 into R15. That is 2 into 15, and that comes out to be 30 volt. Answer. So these are the answers. These are the answers. Please note, everyone. Please note. Please note. Noted, everyone? Noted. Any doubt, any questions? Any doubt, any questions, anyone? Okay. Okay. Now, let us move forward. Question. Now, there are multiple wires. Okay. From here 10 ampere current is coming. From here 5 ampere current is coming. From here 8 ampere current is going. How much will be the current in this? Om, is it fine or you want me to scroll further?
Sir, I think I missed one line on top. Only one line. So I just want to see that.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Noted. So people are saying that answer is 7 ampere. 3 people are saying, 3 persons. 4 persons. Anant is also joined. Okay, let me wait for 2 more answers and then I'll explain. One more answer. All right, everyone, please pay attention. So what we are observing here, that through these two branches, current is coming. Okay, and from here and here, current is going. So whatever value of current is coming, same value of current should leave. So I incoming is equal to I outgoing. So the value of current which is coming to the junction, the value of current which is coming to the junction and the value of current which is leaving from the junction should be equal. So 10 plus 5 must be equal to 8 plus I, and that gives you I is equal to 7 ampere. Okay, that gives you I is equal to 7 ampere. Now the thing which you have solved right is based on Kirchhoff's current law. Please write Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law. There was a scientist called Kirchhoff. Okay, he gave two laws to simplify electrical circuits. So Kirchhoff gave two laws to simplify electrical circuits. Please note. Kirchhoff gave two laws to simplify electrical circuit. Okay, one is called Kirchhoff's current law and second is called Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so let's see. So what Kirchhoff's
Sir,
current
can
law
you
says?
repeat?
Kirchhoff gave two laws to simplify electrical circuits. Number one, Kirchhoff's current law. Number two, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. So what is Kirchhoff's current law? According to this law, please note, according to this law, total value of incoming current is equal to total value of outgoing current any junction. Okay, so at any junction, total value of incoming current is equal to total value of outgoing current. So what you can write it, sigma I incoming, sigma is for summation, sigma is the symbol of summation, so sigma I incoming is equal to sigma I outgoing. Okay, sigma I incoming is equal to sigma I outgoing. All right, so this is Kirchhoff's current law. Kirchhoff's current law is based on charge conservation, KCL. It is simply called as, in short form it is called as KCL. So KCL is based on charge conservation. KCL is based on charge conservation. KCL is based on charge conservation. Okay. Why, you can say, you can ask, sir, how it is based on charge conservation? Because current is nothing but charge upon time. So charge flown divided by time is equal to current, and time is same for all. So the value of incoming charge is equal to value of outgoing charge. Okay. When you divide it by time, it becomes incoming current is equal to outgoing current. All right. Let me give you one more question. Let me give you one more question. Find value of I. Find value of I. Ananya, I was telling that current is nothing but charge upon time. So if you have written sigma I incoming, you can write it as sigma q incoming upon time, and that is equal to sigma q outgoing upon time. So time will be cancelled. Time will be cancelled. All right. Okay, everyone, please pay attention. What is happening here is 5 is coming from here and 3 is coming from here. 5 plus 3 becomes 8, but 2 is leaving. So 8 minus 2 becomes 6. So basically 6 is coming from here and 6 is coming from here. So how much it becomes? 6 plus 6, and that will be 12 ampere. That will be 12 ampere. Okay. So that is also example of Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. All right. All right. Next question. I am giving you a simple question so that you can understand what is happening here. So this is switch and it is closed, and this is 50. So 5 ohm, 15 ohm, and 30 ohm. Question is find potential drop across each resistance. Find potential. I want all of you to answer this. Find potential drop across each resistance. Find potential drop across each resistance.
Come back, sir.
Hmm.
We have two songs that we have seen for module one. So let's say first come to into your
Very good. Pay attention, everyone. So what is happening here? I will return back because battery neither charge nor takes charge, it only rotates charge. Now that I current, when it is going like this and it is returning back, so what we can see is R effective, because all three are in series, so R effective will be 5 plus 15 plus 30, and that comes out to be 50 ohm. Okay, so I will be delta V upon R effective, so that I comes out to be 50 by 50 is equal to 1 ampere. So now potential drop. So this is delta V1, this is delta V2, and this is delta V3. So delta V1 is equal to I into R1, and that comes out to be 1 into 5 is equal to 5 volt. Similarly, delta V2 is equal to I into R2, and that is 1 into 15 is equal to 15 volt. Delta V3 is equal to I into R3 is equal to 1 into 30 is equal to 30 volt. Okay, now listen carefully and observe carefully. Listen and observe very carefully. Okay, what is happening here? If you see, when we are going in this circuit, basically we are covering a loop. Basically, we are covering a loop. Okay, because it's a closed path. So this is also 50. This is also 50, and if you see some of these three, that is also 50. Okay, so what you can see, that potential drop across this is actually minus 5, because when you are going from, let's say, point A to B, when you are going from A to B, potential is decreasing by 5. When you are going from B to C, potential is further decreasing by 15. And when you are going from C to D, potential is further decreasing by 30. Okay, so from A to B decreases 5, B to C decreases 15, C to D decreases 30. But when you are going from D to, let's say this is E and F, so when you are going from E to F, potential is increasing by 50, because battery will increase the potential. So if you see for this entire loop, due to battery it is plus 50, and across resistances it is minus 50. So for entire loop, what you can conclude is that in a closed loop, sum of potential drop across each circuit element is equal to 0. Okay, so please write this first, and then I am going to tell you. So in a closed loop, sum of potential drop in a closed loop, sum of potential drop across each circuit element circuit element is equal to 0. Okay, and that is your Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, and that is called KVL. That is called KVL. Okay, now let me tell you that potential drop is also called as voltage. Potential drop voltage. Potential drop is also called as voltage. Okay. So Kirchhoff's voltage law says in a closed loop, sum of potential drop across each circuit element is equal to 0. In a closed loop, please note this, and it is very interesting and useful also. In a closed loop, sum of potential drop across each circuit element is equal to 0. In our case, what are the circuit elements? One circuit element is battery, another circuit element is resistance. Okay, there can be some other circuit elements also. We'll be talking about them later. Okay, now listen carefully. Suppose you have a battery. Okay, and battery is of potential V. This point is A and this point is B. Okay, so when you are going from A to B, okay, so in a battery, if we go from negative terminal to positive terminal, you know that in any battery there are two terminals. One is negative terminal and one is positive terminal. So in a battery, from negative terminal to positive terminal, negative terminal to positive terminal, in a battery, as we move from negative terminal to positive terminal, potential increases by potential increases by V. Potential increases by V. Okay, potential increases by V. All right, now reverse is also true. So basically what you can write is VA plus V is equal to VB, and that will give you VA minus VB is equal to V. That gives you VA minus VB is equal to V. No, reverse actually. VB minus VA is equal to V. VB minus VA. V. So basically this is higher potential and this is lower potential. Okay. All right. So from negative terminal to
So,
positive, if we are going, yes.
so how is VA plus V is equal to VB?
That's how battery works. Hello.
Yes, sir.
That is the property of a battery. It works like this. It operates like this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. If this facility is not given by the battery, then it is not fulfilling its purpose. All right. So this is for the battery. This is for the battery. Now comes resistance. So suppose this is resistance R and current is I, and this point is A, and this point is B. Okay, so in an electrical circuit, in an electrical circuit, in an electrical circuit, as we go in the direction of current, in the direction of current, as we go in the direction of current, potential decreases by potential decreases by IR, potential decreases by IR across the resistance, across the okay. So what happens? VA minus IR is equal to VB. Okay, so what is happening? You are starting from point A, so potential of point A is VA, potential of point A is VA, potential of point B is VB. So VA minus IR, because you are going in the direction of current. So VA minus IR, and where have you reached? You have reached at point B. So it will be VA minus IR is equal to VB. VA minus IR is equal to VB. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Okay. Now let me give you some. If VA is equal to 5 volt, find VB. Please find. You can simply answer cluck. There is a question from Ananya. Sir, in the previous question, can you explain how sum of V1, V2, V3 is negative? Now you realized how sum of V1, V2, V3 is negative, Ananya? Because potential is decreasing across resistance when we are going in direction of current. Keshav is saying 55, Rishabh is saying 45. All right. So there is one team called Team Keshav and one team is called Team Rishabh. And there are many people who are joining Team Keshav. Okay. All right. Everyone, please pay attention. So what we need to do is VA is equal to VB. And how it is VA plus 50 is equal to VB? Because for a battery, when we go from negative terminal to positive terminal, potential increases by terminal voltage of the battery. So VA is 5, it is given, plus 50, and that will be equal to VB. VB comes out to be 55 volt. All right. Next question. This is point A, this is point B. Current is 10 ampere, resistance is 20 ohm. If VA is equal to 20 volt, find VB. Find VB. Rishabh, you are not paying attention to sign convention. Okay, everyone, please pay attention. We are starting from VA. So VA minus IR is equal to VB. VA minus IR is equal to VB. So VA is how much? 20 minus IR 10 into 20 is equal to VB. So that gives us 20 minus 200 is equal to VB. It's have to be minus 180 volt. Answer. That is the answer. Purvi, pay attention. Shriya, pay attention. Okay. And Rishabh also. All right. All right. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the question says if VA, Rudra is asking, sir, what does the negative sign indicate? That means it is at lower potential as compared to the previous point. Negative sign simply means it is at lower potential as compared to the previous point. What is your answer, Purvi? Okay, everyone, please pay attention. So here, what will happen? We are starting from point A. So VA plus 100 minus IR. I is 3 into 50, 50, 50 is equal to VB. VA plus 100 minus 3 into 50 is equal to VB. Now VA is given as 10. So 10 plus 100 minus 150 is equal to VB. So VB comes out to be 110 minus 150. So VB comes out to be minus 40 volt. This is the answer. Nia, you need to pay attention. Rudra, you need to pay attention. All right. Sir, can you explain again? Arnav is saying. Arnav, we are starting from point A. Okay. When you are starting from point A and you are going through the battery from negative to positive, so VA plus 100 it will be, and then comes a resistance. Are you going in the direction of flow of current? Yes, sir. So what will happen across resistance? There will be potential drop. How much? IR. So I is 3, R is 50. So this much will be the drop, and then you are reaching at point B. So that will be VB. That will be VB. So 10 plus 100 minus 150 is equal to VB. Okay. So VB comes out to be minus 40 volt. VB comes out to be minus 40 volt. Okay. Okay. Good. One more quick question. This class. If VA is equal to 20 volt, find VB. If VA is equal to 20 volt, find VB.
So the current will go in opposite direction, right?
Yeah, it is shown like this.
Okay.
See, try to understand. There must be some other things available in the circuit which is not shown. Okay, those are causing current to flow like this. All right, so we don't know about this part, remaining part. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Hello? Yeah. So we have shown only a little bit of it, and based on that, you need to answer. Purvi is saying minus 180, Rudra is saying minus 180, Varun is saying minus 380, Keshav is saying 420. Vedant is saying 220. See, the difference is minus 180. Hitesh is saying 220, Shadow Knight is saying minus 180, Eden is saying minus 180, Ashlon is saying minus 180. Okay, everyone, please pay attention. Please pay attention. So we are starting from point A, so VA, and we are going from positive to negative, so minus 100. This time it won't be plus. So VA minus 100, and we are going in the direction of flow of current, so minus 30 into 10, and that will be equal to VB. That will be equal to VB. So VA minus 100 minus 30 into 10 is equal to VB. So VA is how much? It is given as 20 minus 10, 100 minus 300 is equal to VB. So VB comes out to be 400 minus 20, so that will be minus 380 volt. This is the answer. Minus 380 volt. Minus 380 volt is the answer. Minus 380. Ananya gave the correct answer. Vareen also gave the correct answer. So two people, Ananya and Vareen. See, you are going from positive terminal to negative terminal. That's why it is minus this time. Arnav, check previous questions. Compare with previous question. Read the statement which I gave you. Here you are going from the bigger line is positive terminal and the shorter line is negative terminal. Okay. This is positive terminal and this is negative terminal. You are going from positive to negative. Okay. Okay. Say yes, sir. Arnav, say yes, sir. That is enough for today. See you in the next